Thanks for checking out another clip of the Cashflow Contractor. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. Click subscribe wherever you get your podcast.
I want to talk about how we can create structure around simplicity. How we can start to reward simplicity in our organization for people simplifying things. How we can just constantly be thinking about simplicity, not as just an owner, but as a company, as a team. Have you seen any good examples out there of people doing this?
Well, I mean, that's typically what KPIs are, right?
Mm,
And most KPIs are generally, not all of them, ratios are generally measuring some sort of efficiency.
right.
Dollars of labor per dollar of revenue, something like that. So you can take those KPIs, which people have been doing for a long time, and reward people for incremental improvement. That's one day. There was a PhD candidate I knew 30 years ago, more than that, 35 years ago, who did a study more than that, in the late 70s on the
Mm,
dollars of dollars of GDP per BTU of energy consumed. Okay,
mm.
so how many dollars or pennies did it take to create and consume a certain amount of BTUs? And amazingly, what it showed us, this is incidental to this conversation. I mean, we've dropped to maybe 10% of, I haven't looked this stat up recently, of what we were in the 80s.
Of
So
the
take
80s.
of the
Oh,
80s. Oh, yeah. I
wow.
mean,
I wonder what it is of like the 1800s.
oh, no, there's a great stat on that. This is off of that. When uh, Matt Ridley, who's a professor from Oxford, wrote the book Rational Optimist, but he talks about time value. In other words, instead of talking dollars and trying to equate what's a dollar worth today to what it was a franc in France and King Louis in 1700, they just go, how long did a person have to work to gain a unit of something? Okay. And it was started out, the thing he talked about was the unit was an hour of candlelight. So that's one candle power for 1 hour. And
Mm,
in the early 1800s, 1700s, 1600s, a normal person had to work a day to get enough money to buy the makings or a finished candle, the tallow, the sheet, the
wow.
wick, a day. In other words, most people could not afford an hour
A
of
candle.
candlelight. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we went up to whale oil, and I don't remember what it was, and kerosene lanterns, and I don't remember all the incremental ones, but they went to 2 minutes, an hour, or an hour down to 2 minutes. Today, it's like 2/1000ths of an hour to earn enough to pay for an hour's worth of one candle watt. It's an LED light
Wow.
that puts out 100 candle or however many. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's nothing. It's nothing. It's free,
Yeah. It's
especially
free.
with LED. And this is taking it out of the realm of complexity, but think about what the effect of that has had. Because in the or whenever we were saying 1700, it got dark in Northern Europe at 4 in the afternoon. It stayed dark until 8, 10 in the morning. The rest of the time, it was just cold and dark. I mean, what are you going to
Yeah.
do? You can't read, no television. What are you going to do,
Sleep.
right? Sleep, I guess, or go fight wars or something. But, and as we got light, we got extra time in our day, the ability to be productive, on a cloudy day. You could still draw or write or whatever you had to do. And that's just that one resource, right? That's light.
Yeah.
And anyway, that's clear off the subject, but
No, it's good to think about. So you were talking about KPIs and how that's one way to introduce simplicity because it gives people straightforward. Are we hitting our KPIs? Or are we not? You know.
right. Or are they
Um,
improving? Are they
yeah,
improving?
and I think that's I think one way to get really clear and simple is to focus on the end state. I was just having lunch with someone and they were talking about how I've made some of the services that we offer a little bit too complex. And they were saying like, you you're making it complex to justify value. And really that's because you're focused on the process and you're not focused on the benefit to your audience, to the target customer. And if you just think about the end state, what like why do they want this service? What need do they have? If you can solve that, they don't care how you got there, as long as you're not like killing people or stealing or, as long as you're being ethical. So you're getting that. That's all they want, right? So it doesn't matter what the process is. They just care about that end
Right.
state. And so by going to just thinking about what the end state is, right? Then you can think about, as long as that's getting done, what's the simplest way to get there, right? If you're
Well,
drawing a map, just put 2 points on the map. We're here. We want to get here. What's the simplest way to get there? So
yeah, and that's what you're talking about. The very beginning of any business I work with, or anybody who works with their own business, should be to have a vision, which is
yeah,
the end state, which is that's where we're going. Don't get sidetracked. Is there a better way? And
yeah,
of course, sometimes a straight line isn't the fastest way because there are alligators on that, but it's hard
right,
to decide. But you're always making a decision about, is this taking me toward the goal or away from it? Toward the goal,
yeah,
do it. Away from it, don't do it.
yeah. Well, I think another way that you can reward simplicity outside of setting KPIs and making sure people hit them, right, is what Jeff Finney does with what is it called, Genie, or what's his box that he puts on the wall where people can put suggestions
Oh,
of little
yeah,
improvements.
his genie. It's a
Genie,
genie box. Yeah.
yeah, he has a Genie box, and basically anybody can put in there one little improvement that they think they can make on the shop floor, and once a week or whatever it is, he opens it up and pulls the best idea, and then they do it. They make the improvement, and if your idea gets chosen and implemented, then you get a bonus or
Yeah,
whatever
I
it
think it's
is.
$100 and a traveling trophy
Yeah. So like
on the
Genie of the
shop
week
floor.
or
Yeah.
whatever it is. I don't know. So that's another way of doing it, of just telling people, hey, what's something that you can make simple in your position or improve or make faster, or use less waste, whatever it is, right? Um, and then letting other people come up with ways to reduce complexity.
Thanks for checking out a clip from the Cashflow Contractor. We have full episodes where we go deep on topics that help you grow a construction business that runs without you, so you can have less stress, more time, more money. Now, we've got other videos, other clips, but if you want to check out the full episode for this clip, you can click wherever our editor put it. It might be here, it might be there, it might be over my face, I don't know. But thank you for checking us out. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. So subscribe or check out a full episode wherever you get podcasts.